Russian forces again carried out a combined strike on targets in so-called Ukraine. Administrative buildings and the Antonov aircraft plant were hit in Kyiv. In the Khmelnytsky region, missile storage facilities at the Starokostiantynov military airfield once again came under fire. The facility is regularly hit, but this has not stopped Storm Shadow missile carriers from taking off. In Kharkiv, a series of strikes were recorded in the Kyievsky and Kolodnohirsky districts of the city. One of the strikes hit a dormitory of the Agricultural University where enemy forces were temporarily deployed. The AFU also attempted to attack Russia's rear areas by launching drones at Orel. Russian anti-aircraft gunners intercepted the enemy drones, but shrapnel damaged windows in several houses. However, the main event was a tragedy in the Belgorod region. The AFU shot down a Russian Il-76 military transport aircraft. 65 Ukrainian prisoners of war were on board, who were on their way to be exchanged. At the same time, strikes on border settlements in the Belgorod region continued. This time, there were no casualties, but residential houses and infrastructure were damaged. On the front, Russian forces continue to conduct an offensive in several directions. Near Svatove, Russian armed forces assault groups are trying to establish control over Berestov and nearby heights. In the Siversk direction, the configuration of the front near Bilohorivka became somewhat clearer. To the east of the village, the Russian armed forces managed to advance towards plantations on one of the dominant heights. Near Bakhmut, Russian troops continue to storm enemy defenses in the area of Bodanivka. Clashes are also taking place on the heights near Klishchivka, but it is still difficult to establish the exact front line in this area. In the Donetsk direction, Russian forces are fighting on the southeastern outskirts of Avdiivka. The AFU, supported by UAV units, are actively counterattacking in order to regain lost positions. Russian troops were also able to expand their zone of control in the area northwest of the previously liberated Marinka. At the moment, the assault groups are fighting in the area of Zhovdneva Street, in the eastern part of Heorhivka. At the same time, rocket and barrel artillery strikes continue on settlements in the Donetsk agglomeration. Dozens of civilian objects were damaged, at least 15 people were injured, one resident was killed.